So, if you've been keeping up with the last couple of Monster of Truth videos, you know that Monster of Truth is not making very good content recently, and so I started to think about that paywall that they're putting up on these audios, and I recently did a little bit of research on the terms of service because I don't think that kind of thing is allowed on YouTube, and sure enough, having a paywall on any YouTube channel, on any video that you make, is against the YouTube terms of service. So in this video, I will show you where I got that from, and I hope that everyone watching this video will actually stop watching this video and go report their videos to YouTube, because this kind of thing is not allowed. We do not want this kind of thing on YouTube. I just don't see why a paywall is allowed on YouTube. So that's why I started to think that it is against YouTube terms of service, because if a paywall is allowed on YouTube, then I think everyone would start locking their content behind a paywall and require viewers to pay some money just to see one of their videos or just like part of their videos. So that's why I started to think that, hey, it is against YouTube's terms of service. And like, I could literally upload a single video on my channel and lock it behind a paywall, and it doesn't matter like if it's good or not. So I don't know. It's just really stupid if this kind of thing is allowed on YouTube, because I just don't see why. So as you can see here, we have this article, this website here. I'm reading off the TLDR legal. And basically what this does is that it kind of summarizes the YouTube terms of service in several different like categories or um, paragraphs or articles, whatever you want to call it. And right here it says general use of the service, permissions and restrictions. And YouTube hereby grants you permission to access and use the service as set forth in these terms of service, provided that, and then it gives you like a list of different things that you're agreeing to when you agree to the terms of service. And down here, number 4, you agree not to use the service for any of the following commercial uses unless you obtain YouTube's prior written approval of the sale of access to the service. So what this is saying here is that you need YouTube's prior written approval in order to put like a paywall on your service, or put a paywall on one of your videos on the service. And when it's saying service, that means YouTube. And when I see the YouTube's prior written approval, I think that means the members only feature on YouTube. I don't think that really means that you could put your own paywall on your YouTube videos, which I think that's what that means, because I wouldn't see why YouTube would just allow this kind of thing. And speaking of that, Monster of Truth is not a very big channel. Like, they don't have that much of a fan base per se. So I wouldn't think that YouTube actually gave them their written approval, unless if it was on the about the members only, and not like you can put a paywall on your videos, like put your own paywall on your videos. I don't think that's what they do. Like, I don't think that's what they do that for, you know? So this is our moment to actually speak up against this, because we do not want this, okay? We do not want something that is so bad, but they lock it behind a paywall and require you to pay $20. All right, that's a scam. Okay, that's a scam, and uh, we obviously don't want to be scammed by watching YouTube. So this is our time to speak up and report these videos to YouTube, because we do not want this kind of thing on YouTube. There's some other things that I want to cover. So on the Ko-Fi page that they have so many audios up on that, up there on the Ko-Fi page. It goes all the way up to season 20 on the audios. And on the YouTube page, they only have it going up to like season 6, I think what it was. Now that's obviously crazy. That's something's going on there, you know? So they've been posting these audios on Ko-Fi, but they haven't been releasing them like on the free sample on YouTube. And what I think that they do that for is so that they don't get flagged for spam. I think that's why they do that kind of stuff. You're obviously going to get like reported on YouTube for spam if you have that many audios up on YouTube and they're just all AI generated. Having to pay $20 just to see the rest of it, you know that you're going to get flags. So I think that's why they do that. And I kind of feel bad for the people who are still watching Monster of Truth, who don't realize that they're just out to get your money and they're just scamming you. Because I see a lot of people in the comment section and they're just about how much they like Roxanne Wolf. And the majority of viewers who watch Monster of Truth are fans of Roxanne Wolf. And they just watch it because it has Roxanne Wolf. And I feel kind of bad for those people, because it's like Monster of Truth is like manipulating them into watching their content. All because it has Roxanne Wolf. And I feel really, really bad for the people who are actually spending money on this dog shit, because it's just dog shit. It's just dog shit, crappy audios that are generated by AI. And they're not there to help you to relax anymore. They're just there to just make a profit, and that's it. So what I want everyone to do right now is to just click off this video and just start reporting Monster of Truth's videos to YouTube, and report it as misleading or spam. And the reason why I want everyone else to start doing this is because we want to be heard by YouTube, right? We want to be heard by YouTube and actually do something about this, at least. But really, we want to be heard by YouTube so that we can at least let Monster of Truth know that we don't want this, and that this kind of content is not allowed on the platform. And they've been getting away from this for about 6 months now, if not like 7 months. And I feel like it is time that it ends. Like right here, after publishing this video, it needs to end. And I feel like this is a very necessary step in making YouTube a lot more safer, like a safer platform. Because there's a lot of scams circling around the platform, and not just YouTube. There's a lot more social media sites that is basically promoting scams like this. This is not acceptable. Like we need to be doing something like us as users, to actually do something about this and be heard by all these social media companies. And I know that this particular scam of Monster of Truth isn't as widespread as most of the other scams. Like, for example, we recently had the animatronic dog, like the really realistic animatronic robot dog. Now that was a scam, and it went viral. Now that is obviously, like, if we do something about that, then that'll cause a lot more of a difference in the YouTube community and just social media in general. But like, also canceling the smaller ones is also a very necessary step in making YouTube a lot more safer. And I know if YouTube does take action and eventually take Monster of Truth down, it won't affect as many people as it would of those other scam uh, techniques on the platform itself. But I do feel like it's that necessary step in making YouTube a lot more safer. That YouTube is trying to make itself a very safe site for all ages, really. So, especially when children often fall for scams like this, it is definitely an issue that we do need to address, and I feel like it is a very necessary step in order to actually achieve that sort of thing. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for participating if you actually did report one of their videos to YouTube. I really do appreciate that. See ya.